There's a new trailer for Suda 5.1 in Grasshopper Manufacture's next game, Romeo is a Dead Man. In this game, there's a protagonist named Romeo, who has a love interest named Juliet, so obviously aspects of it are very blatantly, albeit very loosely, based on the Shakespeare play. But this new trailer also contains a separate, more obscure literary reference I never would have expected to see in this type of game. At about the 54-second mark, we see this.
I have to sign some documents.
The trailer only shows this NPC for a very brief moment, but if you're a millennial or on the older end of the Gen Z spectrum, this may have triggered a very specific memory. Not sure what I'm talking about? How about now? The Green Ribbon is a short story published in the children's horror anthology In a Dark, Dark Room and Other Scary Stories by Alvin Schwartz. In the story, a girl named Jenny always wears a green ribbon around her neck, and no one knows why. Not even Alfred, the boy she dates and later marries. That is, until Jenny is on her deathbed and asks Alfred to remove the ribbon. When he does, her head immediately falls off because the ribbon was the only thing keeping it attached to her body. Spooky. For whatever reason, In a Dark, Dark Room and Other Scary Stories was extremely common to find in American grade school classrooms and libraries of the 90s and early 2000s, and as such, the Green Ribbon was many children's first ever exposure to the horror genre. It gets brought up a lot in the same way as stuff like Courage the Cowardly Dog or the tunnel scene from Willy Wonka. It's just one of those things that collectively freaked out so many of us as children. But anyway, could this document signing lady in Romeo is a Dead Man be a reference to this nostalgic, creepy story? It could just be a coincidence, and I don't know if the book was even ever published in Japan. But just look at her. Her head is flopping around like it's loose, and she's wearing a green ribbon around her neck. And even her hair is kind of similar to Jenny's. So the Green Ribbon story is itself adapted from folklore and other older stories with the same plot, but Alvin Schwartz's version is arguably the most famous, and the only version where the ribbon is specifically green. So I'm going to believe that it's an intentional reference, and I think that's pretty cool. Thanks for watching.